permutations and combination, exercise 7.3 for the students of class 11. My dear students, first of all I welcome you all to my online video class. Today our topic is permutations and combination. Here we shall discuss the questions of exercise 7.3. So let us proceed now. The very first question: how many three-digit numbers can be formed by using the digits 1 to 9 if no digit is repeated? So first of all, number of objects is equal to n, and here the value of n is equal to 1 to 9. How many digits are there? 9 digits, 9 objects. Okay, and how many boxes are there? Places where these 9 objects are to be filled, that is called R, is equal to 3-digit number 3. Okay, now we put this in the formula NPR. The meaning of this is n factorial divide n minus r whole factorial. Okay, as we have studied this in previous class, here first of all let us put the value n is equal to 9, p, r is equal to 3. Then this becomes 9 factorial divide 9 minus 3 factorial. This is equal to 9 factorial upon 6 factorial, which is equal to 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 factorial whole divide 6 factorial. So this way 6 factorial in the denominator, 6 factorial in the numerator is cancelled. What we are left with here now? 9 into 8 into 7, 104. So this is the number of ways how many 3-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 1 to 9 if no digit is repeated. So this way we have used the permutation rule in order to solve this question. Okay, now the previous exercise 7.1, the way how we solved such questions, the method was, first of all we have 3 boxes. Okay, so and we have 9 objects, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So first of all, any one single box, it has first of all 9 choices. So one object is taken out. Now we are left with 8 objects, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now to fill the second box we have 8 choices. Okay, one more object is used. Now we are left with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 objects. So we have 7 choices to fill the third box. So lastly, how did we calculate there? 9 into 8 into 7 ways. The same answer is here. So this way, if digits are not repeated, then we apply NPR, permutation rule. Okay. Now what about question number 2? How many 4-digit numbers are there with no digit repeated? So first of all, 4-digit number, we have 4 boxes. Okay, and total 4-digit numbers total. So we have 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. these are the total digits in the universe. Okay, all the numbers are formed by using only these 10 digits. So in order to make the 4-digit number, this is compulsory that ones, tens, hundreds, thousands place cannot take 0. 0 can never come here. So this box can be filled with only 9 choices. 9 choices. We cannot enter here 0. So what we say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 10 digits, one digit is filled in this box. Suppose we have used this digit. Now we are left with 9 digits. So in order to fill the second box, so what we can say about these 3 boxes, we can say we have 9 objects and we have 3 boxes to fill. So this way, how we can find the result? This is equal to, first of all, writing this 9 into 9p3, 9p3 ways total. So this way we have 9 into 9p3 mean 9 factorial, divide 9 minus 3, 6 factorial, which is equal to 9 into 9, 8, 7, 6 factorial, divide 6 factorial, right? Now what we do, 6 factorial is cancelled, so we are left with now, this is equal to 9 into 9, 81, into 8 into 7, 56, and finally the product of this is 4536. This is the final answer. Now coming to question number 3. How many 3-digit even numbers can be made using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 if no digit is repeated? So once again, here the question is, we have to enter these digits in 3 boxes. The very first thing is, in order to make the even number, here we should have only even digits. So even digits mean either we can place here 2, or we can place here 4, or we can place here 6. So that means only 3 digits can take place here at one's place. So we have only 3 choices. 3 choices. Now what we say about these 2 digits? Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out of 6 digits, 1 digit is used at one's place. So we are left with only 5 digits are left out now. Out of 5, we want to fill only 2 boxes, right? So this way the final number of total number of ways is equal to 5 factorial upon 5 minus 2 factorial into 3 choices mean into 3, right? So this is equal to 5 factorial, 5 into divided by 5 minus 3, 2 equal to 3 factorial. So numerator becomes 5 into 4 into 3 factorial into 3. Now again this 3 factorial is cancelled. So we are left with 5 into 4, 20 into 3, which is equal to 60 ways. So this is the desired result. Now we have question number 4. Find the number of 4-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If no digit is repeated, second part, how many of these will be even? So first of all, we have the part number 1. Part number 1. So how to solve? We have 4 digits. Sorry, we have 5 digits and we are required to form 4-digit numbers. So this way what we can say, out of 5 digits we have to use only 4 numbers, 4 digits. So total number of 4-digit numbers will be 5p4. That is 5 factorial divide 5 minus 4 whole factorial. That is equal to 5 factorial upon 1 factorial. Now we know the value of 1 factorial, which is equal to 1. So 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Divide 1. 5 into 4 20. 3 into 2 6 equal to 120 V's. Okay, now coming to part number 2. What is there in part number 2? Here we have part 2. What we do? The question is 4 digits, 4 places again, but here one condition is there. What is the condition? How many of these will be even numbers? So here this ones place can take place only the digits 2 or 4. That means only 2 ways. Right? Now out of 5 digits we have used 1 digit to fill the ones place. So next, to fill the here we now what we say here, out of 5 digits 1 digit is used, so this place can be these 3 places can be filled out of 4 digits and 3 places are to be filled. So what we say, the number of ways of even numbers, that is equal to 4p3 into 2, which is equal to 4 factorial divide 4 minus 3 whole factorial into 2, which is equal to 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 divide 4 minus 3 mean 1 factorial into this is 2. So which is equal to 4 into 3 12, 12 into 2 24, 24 into 2 48 ways. So this is the required result. Question number 5 is very interesting question. From the committee of 8 persons, in how many ways can we choose a chairman and a vice chairman, assuming one person cannot hold more than one position? So first of all, what is the meaning of n? N mean objects, total objects. Total objects. That is, here objects are persons. 8 persons are there. Right? So how many vacancies are there? Only 2 vacancies are there. Okay, so that means the value of R is equal to 2. So using the permutation formula, what the permutation formula says, n into npr, which is equal to n mean 8, pr mean 2, which becomes 8 factorial divide 8 minus 2 factorial, which is equal to 8 factorial divide 6 factorial, that is 8 into 7 into 6 factorial divide 6 factorial. So 6 factorial is cancelled, So we are left with 56 ways. So 56 ways are there. We can choose a chairman and a vice chairman, because this condition is given that one person cannot hold more than one position. That's all. Now coming to question number 6, find n if n minus 1 p3 ratio n p4 is equal to 1 ratio 9. So we have now, we can write this left hand side as n minus 1 factorial divide n minus 1 minus 3 factorial ratio n factorial divide n minus 4 factorial is equal to 1 ratio 9. So this means n minus 1 factorial divide n minus 4 factorial ratio n factorial divide n minus 4 factorial is equal to 1 ratio 9. Now how we can solve further? This can be written as n minus 1 factorial divide n minus 4 factorial into, this will become n minus 4 factorial divide n factorial is equal to 1 upon 9. So this way n minus 4 factorial is cancelled. So we are left with here equal to n minus 1 factorial divide n factorial, which is equal to 1 upon 9. So this means we write this as n minus 1 factorial. In the denominator we extend n factorial equal to n into n minus 1 factorial is equal to 1 upon 9. Why this? Because we can write 8 factorial equal to 8 into 7 factorial. So like that, n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1. Now n minus 1 factorial is again cancelled. So we have 1 upon n is equal to 1 upon 9. From this we conclude the value of n is 9. Question number 7, first part, find r if 5pr is equal to 2 times 6pr minus 1. So this is equal to 5 factorial divide 5 minus r whole factorial, that is equal to 2 times 6 factorial divide 6 minus r minus 1 whole factorial. So again this can be written as 5 factorial divide 5 minus r factorial is equal to 2 into 6 factorial divide 6 minus r plus 1, that is 7 minus r factorial. Right? Now further we have, this is 5 factorial divide 5 minus r factorial is equal to 2. 6 factorial, we go up to 5 factorial, 6 into 5 factorial. So this way, why this we are doing? Because this 5 factorial will get cancelled. In the denominator also 7 minus r whole factorial, 7 minus r, 1 minus becomes 6 minus r, again subtracting 1 becomes 5 minus r factorial. Why we are coming up to this? Because this is 5 minus r factorial, here also 5 minus r factorial at the left hand side, so cancelled. So what is now at left hand side? Only 1 is left. 1 is equal to 6 into 2, 12. Divide, multiplying these factors, 42 minus 7r minus 6r, 13r plus r square, right? So from here we have r square minus 13r plus 42 minus 12 plus 30 is equal to 0. So making the factors this way, we have r square minus 10r minus 3r plus 30 equal to 0. That means r is common, r minus 10 minus 3 r minus 10 is equal to 0. That is r minus 10 into r minus 3 equal to 0. So this way we have the value of r is 3 or 10. But the rule is in NPR, r is always less than or equal to 5. This is the rule. Sorry, r is always less than or equal to n. So here, because n is 5 or n is 6, so this can never take place. R cannot be equal to 10. So r is not equal to 10. That means the value of r is 3. This is the desired result. Second part of question number 7 is find r if 5pr is equal to 6pr minus 1. So we have 5 factorial divide 5 minus r factorial is equal to 6 factorial divide 6 minus r plus 1, that becomes 7 minus r factorial. This means 5 factorial divide 5 minus r whole factorial is equal to 6 into 5 factorial upon 7 minus r into 6 minus r into 5 minus r whole factorial. So we are left with here 1 is equal to 6 upon 42 minus 13r plus r square. So this way we have r square minus 13r plus 42 minus 6 plus 36 equal to 0. So from here we have the value of r is equal to 6,7. Now again what we can say, r cannot be equal to 7. Sorry, here the values of r are 9 into 4 36, 9 comma 4. So here what we say, because 5pr implies r is less than or equal to 5, right? So r cannot be equal to 9 implies the value of r is 4. To question number 8. How many words with or without meaning can be formed using all the letters of the word equation, using each letter exactly once? So first of all, we have total number of letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So required number of ways is equal to 8p8. 8 boxes are to be filled up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 letters are there. 8 objects are there. So this way we have 8 factorial divide 8 minus 8 factorial, which is equal to 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Their product divide 0 factorial. So this is equal to into 30 into 6 upon 0 factorial mean 1. Next we have this is equal to 40,320. So this is the answer. Question number 9. How many words with or without meaning can be made from the letters of the word Monday? Monday. Total letters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters. Assuming that no letter is repeated. Number 1, this condition is given. Number 1, 4 letters are used at a time. So here what we say, out of 6 letters, NPR, out of 6 letters, only we are using 4 letters at a time, which is equal to 6 factorial upon 6 minus 4, 2 factorial, which is equal to 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial cancelled. So this is equal to 6 into 5, 30, 4 into 3, 12, 360 ways, right? So this was the answer to the part number 1. Now coming to next part. Second part is all letters are used at a time. So here again what we say, we use here NPR. N mean how many total letters are there? They are 6. P, and how many letters we are using? All letters. Out of 6 we are using 6. So this way we have 6 factorial divide 6 minus 6 factorial. This is equal to 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So up to 3 the answer is 360. Next is 2 is equal to 720 ways. Now coming to next part. In the next part, all letters are used. That is, out of 6 letters we are using 6 letters. But first letter is a vowel. So here we have the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. First letter is a vowel. That means here we can enter either O or A. Only 2 choices are here. To fill the first letter, we have only 2 choices. Now we are left here. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 P 5. 5 letters are remaining and 5 places are there to enter. So this is equal to 2 into 5p 5 ways. That means 2 into 5 factorial. That is equal to 2 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is equal to 5 into 2 10 into 4 into 3 12, 12 into 2 24 is equal to 240 ways. So this is the required result. Question number 10. This is very important question. In how many ways, in how many of the distinct permutations of the letters in Mississippi do the 4 I's do not come together? So here how we proceed, how we can proceed here. Total number of words when 4 I's do not come together. We can write this statement equal to total possible words minus total words when 4 I's are together. So first of all, we count the number of letters. Here M repeats one time, I repeated 1, 2, 3, 4 times, S is repeated 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Next is P is repeated 2 times. 4 plus 2, 4, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 letters are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this way we have 11 letters, total possible words. They are 11 factorial. Divide this 1 factorial into 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial minus. Now what we do, we fix all the 4 i's together. Now out of 11 letters, we subtracted all these 4 i's, but these 4 i's, they are also one letter. So factorial upon, now what we do, M repeated one time, 1 factorial, I is considered as one letter, so 1 factorial into 4 factorial, divide into 2 factorial. So that means 11 factorial upon 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial minus 11 minus 4, 7, plus 1, 8 factorial, divide 1 factorial mean 1, 4 factorial into 2 factorial. This way we can write this further, that is equal to 11 mean 11 into 10 into 9 into, we come up to 8 factorial, divide 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial minus 8 factorial upon 4 factorial into 2 factorial. So this way what we see, 8 factorial divide 4 factorial into 2 factorial is common. So here we are left with 11 into 9, 99, 990, divide 4 factorial, which is equal to 4 into 3, 12, 12 into 2, 24, minus 1. So this way we have 8 factorial mean 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 factorial will get cancelled. So in the denominator we are left with only 2. Here this is 990 minus 24 upon 24. Okay, now 6 ones are 6, 6 fours are 24, 4 ones are 4, 4 into 2, 8, so 8 it cancelled. So we have now 7 into 5, 35 into 990 minus, this becomes 6, 6, 9, 966. So we multiply 966 into 35, which comes to be equal to 33,810 ways. So this is the required result. Now coming to the last question of the exercise. Also this question is very important. So what is the question? In how many ways can the letters of the word permutations be arranged if the number 1 words start with P and end with S? So first of all we have the box. Starting letter is P and ending letter is S. In between how many, first of all counting the number of letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 letters, out of which 2 are used. So now we are left with only 10 letters in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these 10 letters are to be arranged. So what is the number of ways? That is 10 factorial divide. After these P and S, if any letter is repeating, how many times they are repeating, they will be written in the denominator. P is counted already, so starting with E is repeated only one time, no need to write in the denominator. R comes only one time, M comes only one time, U comes only one time, T comes two times, so we write here upon 2 factorial. After T, A comes one time, T is repeated, I again comes one time, O comes one time, N comes one time, S is not counted here. So this is the number of ways we can find the result of this. The answer will be equal to 18 lakhs 14,400 ways. Okay, now what is our second part? In second part we are given here vowels are all together. So first of all we write the words P, next is E. Now keeping all the vowels together, after E next vowel is U, next vowel is A, next vowel is I, next vowel is O. So we keep all these vowels together, we fix them and consider as one single letter. After E we have R, then M, then T, again T, N, S. So this way what we say now, total letters to be considered here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 factorial, out of which T is repeated 2 times. One more thing, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vowels, they mutually may be arranged in 5 factorial ways. So this is the required number of ways. So the result of this calculation will be equal to 24 lakhs 19,200 ways. Okay, now coming to last part of the question. Next part is there are always 4 letters between P and S. So first of all, the very first letter, if this is P, then there are 4 letters in between P and S. Next comes S. The remaining letters will be written out after S. This is the first way. Similarly, if P occupies second place, then S will come here. Next is if P occupies third place, then there are 4 letters between P and S. S will come here. Now P occupies fourth place, S occupies this place. Next row is this, P occupies fifth place. Last row is P occupies this place and S occupies last place. Now what we can do, S may occupy the first place, P may occupies S, the place of S. So we have, that is replacing the places of S and P. This is the 8th row. This is the 9th row. Next 10th row, 11th row. This is the 11th row. Sorry, here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 letters are there, so we have to increase one place in every row. So this will become here now. P occupies next place, S occupies next place. Therefore 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 rows are here. Likewise here also we have one letter is increased because counting mistake was there. So lastly we have S occupies this place, P. Now what we see, total number of ways. Total there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rows. So we write here 14 into, so how many stars are there in one row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 factorial divided by, if there is a repetition of any letter and that is T, T is repeated 2 times. So this way we calculate this now. This becomes 10 factorial upon 2 factorial. That is already we have the answer. 14 into 18 lakhs 14,400. So finally we have multiplying this now. 2 crore 54 lakhs 1,600 ways. So this is the final answer to this question. That's all. Thank you very much.